Heidi ho there, Corona campers. I hope you're doing well. I just listened to Trump talk about getting us back to work, which is kind of wild. We were told that it was going to be May 15th, so if we can get back earlier, I think that's a great thing, although we've kind of gotten a little spoiled having this new normal, huh? And I just got money in my account, $1,200 from the government, which seems kind of crazy. And while I'm so appreciative, um, it really makes you feel like you're on welfare. I mean, I'll take the money for sure. But yeah, and I'll totally stay at home and keep everybody safe and do readings and be able to focus on this kind of work with you guys. If the government wants to keep paying me, that's fine with me. But I definitely think that it's going to be better to get back and going. And so many people are more addicted because they're escaping their issues and they took up that addiction again, or they're going to be in poverty if we continue this. So really excited. I just wanted to say thank you, thank you guys. If any of you guys subscribed, I really appreciate it. I know I need to be consistent and get out more readings and get my process a little bit tight. I know I'm very, very good at giving readings and advice and business consulting and, taking projects and companies and individuals from zero to hero. But when it comes to doing something new like this, I just kind of jumped in. So forgive me if I don't have a beautiful intro yet, and I'm a producer, I should, but I want to kind of keep some extra time. I've got a lot going on right now and keep that time available for readings and to help you guys one-on-one. So right now, just so you know, I'm going to get into the reading really, really quickly because that's my plan. I know the past few, I was sharing a lot about the twin flame dynamics and just sharing some information so that you guys can be assisted beyond just the reading and coming into union, because obviously the more of us twin flames come into union, the more the vibration of the planet rises, which is what we really need right now. I mean, we are the ones that we've been waiting for. And but I've got a special going on right now where, lots of specials where you guys can get some information in a reading at a really discounted rate. I definitely think the best value is, I believe it's the 33.33. I mean, just for $30, you would spend that out at brunch or for a couple drinks with your friends. But that would give you cards as well as pendulum readings. So again, my pendulum is, yes, no questions, and it's so on point. I've never met anybody that does pendulum as accurately as I do, and it's incredible to be able to kind of navigate, so you can have a lot of specific questions like, should I do this by next week? Should I change to this job? Should I stay where I'm at? Should I, break up with this friendship? I mean, it doesn't have to be love related. Again, I do business consulting. I've gotten people Shark Tank money and worked with politicians, and there's a major TV show that you probably know about that without me telling her that she needed to do this, it wasn't on her trajectory. She wasn't thinking about it, but I was like, you need to do this. And it's won lots of awards and helped take down the bad guys. So, there's lots of examples. I've also got different clients and people that you could call, and they'll tell you that, that I'm what is that? I love what she said. She's like, you're my therapist, coach, business consultant, PR lady, intuitive, all of that, my manager, all of that into one, because I am a connector and I've got a lot of resources so that you can live your dreams. So I'm really a dream maker. But the special I'm talking about, it's like a little contest. What do you call it? A giveaway. That's what it is. That's the word. Where if you like and subscribe and just do a comment, I haven't seen a lot of comments. I'll go back and look, but do like, subscribe, comment, and every week I'm going to give a free reading. So if you're not seeing a lot of comments, because I'm kind of new to YouTube, you have a shot at getting a really great reading from somebody who's normally $2.22 an hour, who's really good at this. Everybody has their own unique skills and gifts. I find that a lot of readers are just good readers, but they're not really great intuitives. So always, right? Some are, obviously. But I know that I'm a great intuitive. I'm not faking it till I make it. You know what I mean? I've got proof. So, and I'm also a medium. So, I mean, a lot of times in intuitive readings, if there's somebody that needs to come through, it'll be so loud and clear. But if you have a specific, if you know you want a mediumship reading, I mean, even if you're on a budget and you're like, hey, I've got this, can you do it? I want to talk to my grandmother, whatever it is. Just let me know and I'll see what I can do to work with you. Okay. I do have standards for my time, but I really want to serve as many people as possible right now. It serves me to serve you. It makes me so happy. Okay. So let's get into this reading. Okay. It's really interesting. I went ahead and pulled it, and I obviously wasn't videoing, and I'm like, you know what? This is so good. It's so right on. What is going on? Did you guys just see that? That was like spirit right there. This is like a new iPad. I don't understand what just happened there. Maybe I just saw it on my end. Holy schmoly. Okay, so same reading I've done before, Divine Masculine, God, and Divine Feminine. Okay, so I've got my Divine Masculine stuff, God, and then Divine Feminine, and then the outcome cards. Okay, so the first card, where is the Divine Masculine right now? We get the Page of Cups in reversed. I decided to read reversals on this one just because they made a lot of sense to me. So normally the Page of Swords is a little bit younger gentleman. He's a little bit new to this, right? Because he's got that younger energy. And the sword, he's kind of got it in a defensive spot. So he might be a little defensive, a little vulnerable, okay, with his energy. But swords always represent to me speaking truth and speaking and communication. So I do feel that Page also represents new. So he wants to come with some new communication. But because it's in the reverse, it kind of shows me that he's working up the courage and he's working up the nerve to turn the sucker around. But he's also getting out of the negatives, which would be the vulnerability and the defensive-ness. So in the past, he might have been a little defensive and knowing he wants to come and say something. But he's trying to figure it out, like what to say, how to say, and how to not be so defensive and vulnerable, okay? So send him courage and love, and it's safe for you to love, Bo. It's safe. And Divine Masculines, if you're watching, it is safe for you to love. Ooh, this is nice. So Divine Masculine, how he's relating to the Divine Feminine. So this is new love. Cups represent emotions, love. This is like a stream of consciousness. You could also see it as streams of abundance from, wealth. It's new love, new prosperity and abundance. He wants new love with you, and he's trying to sort of communicate it. But the stream of consciousness tells me that if he hasn't done it through text or email or calling you or whatever, then he's sending you love in the 5D, okay? In that state of consciousness, he's sending you love. He's like maybe praying. He's thinking of you. He's dreaming of you. It is definitely on his mind. But this is the energy he is sending towards you. New love, new love. This is a great, great, great start. Okay, how the Divine Masculine sees the Divine Feminine. So this is our card, the Six of Cups, and it's always such a lovely card. At the basis of this represents friendship to me and gifts, exchanging gifts, or, he's giving her a cup of love, a cup of flower, and whether this is you or him or Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, let's see, what am I tapping into here? Is it the Divine? How he sees you. So he could be seeing you giving him something in love and support and all of that often, and he's sort of got that two-faced thing going on where it's like he's sad, but then he looks up and he wants to take it, right? So, or he might see that he's trying to bring the cup and you you'll most likely take it, but sometimes you're sad. So he might be kind of worried that like you're going to put your head down and be like, no, it's just been too much. It's too hard for me. So let's see here. Oh, I'm getting so hot. That happens when Spirit's with us. Have you ever seen Tyler Henry? Oh my God, I'm sweating. Okay, thank you. Thank you, angels. Is that him? How he sees you is that he wants to bring the cup, and at the basis of it, it's friendship and love and like a really caring connection. But he is a little scared that you're going to turn away. But deep down, I think he knows you're going to turn your face and accept it. You're going to accept it. Okay. What does Divine Masculine want with the Divine Feminine? Oh, one of my favorite cards. The Magician. And what does Magician mean? Okay. Magician means to me, he has all of his tools to create magic, like alchemy is turning iron ore into gold. So I feel like with this, he sees y'all's relationship and sees what he wants from you is to come together to create magic, to co-create, to create that magical abundance that like he knows that he deserves and that like you two can create together. I feel like he doesn't think he can have that in this type of magic with anybody else. I mean, you are magic to him. So he wants to come together with you to create magic, to create, co-creations for the world and serve the world. And also to create some sex. I often see that wand as a dong. So, ding, 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 dong. Sorry. So yeah, I think he wants to, That's awesome. Okay. I'm getting some throat chakra stuff. So I think he's like, really? Geez, you guys. Trying to unclear his throat chakra so he can come and speak to you because he knows he's been blocked. And if he doesn't push through, he's never going to have that magic. What is the block to union? This is the block. Okay. This 3 of Cups usually represents celebration, joy, coming together, friendships, parties. And he wants to come together and celebrate with you. But right now, we're stuck in quarantine. So I think that the reverse means he's alone. So the block to union could be that he's forced to be alone and he can't come together with you. Reverse also means sometimes like too much partying. So it could be like that he's drinking too much or indulging too much. But I'm getting a no for that on my pendulum. If I can show you. Okay, I was getting a no. So what that means is it's probably that he's just alone and he can't do this right now. But as soon as those restrictions lift and, I thought about saying to mine, hey, do you need a note for essential business travel certificate, like a travel note to be able to get on an airplane? As soon as he can get on an airplane or get to your house or this stuff lifts where he feels like he can hang out and you guys could go to a restaurant or whatever, he's going to come and flip this upside down. I truly feel, and there is going to be a celebration and a party. It might actually be an actual party. Like he could have an idea to do this charity event and invite you to it, but he can't freaking do it right now. So like all his plans have been sort of shelved while we're in this situation. Okay. So next is, what is the advice that he's receiving? Sometimes if 2 cards are pulling, I just go ahead and pull 2. That's my sign that there's two situations. The Knight of Pentacles. So what this means, in the advice position. This is the knight to me, the stable, patient knight who's very loyal. Okay. So, nice background noise. The advice he's getting, though, immediately I see is like friends or people around him saying, you need to put work in, okay? You need to take responsibility and work, or he's saying you need to offer her stability. Maybe he or the friends, they see the divine feminine as like not as stable, or maybe not as stable because of this coronavirus thing, and so he wants to give you an offer to even work for him. Maybe he wants to throw an offer out for stability or somewhere to live or to work. I mean, this is often about hard work, or it could be that his friends are just saying, you need to put in the work, you need to put in the effort, take responsibility here, and create the life of your dreams. The 10 of Cups is the most beautiful card of success and abundance and family. See the family here, the 2 little kids, the rainbow at the end. No, that's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's also the rainbow after the storm. So we just went through a huge storm with Corona. And he's saying you can have the family life and the joy and the happiness that you've always wanted to have. And God's saying this to him too. So remember, the advice could be coming from friends or outside people, family or whatever, bosses, or it could be coming from his dreams and the signs and synchronicities. And God's saying, no, get out of your bad mood and your doubt, because this can happen, but you've got to put in some effort. It's not going to happen if you don't come and present something. This doesn't get to fall into your lap without a little work. Okay? Work. Sorry. I'm a little obnoxious. Okay. So this is in the middle spot. What does God want? What is this connection fated for? What is it destined for? What's the truth of this? And what's interesting is this is my truth card. The Queen of Swords represents cutting through the bullshit, the BS, and speaking truth and being direct about it. Okay. Like he got the Page of Swords, he wants to be direct and speak truth, but he's having a hard time doing it. And I think the feminine wants to speak truth and speak her truth, take her mask off too, but she's having a hard time doing it. So I think the real big lesson and fate of this relationship is if you both can get out of your freaking fears and doubts and all that and actually speak your truth, okay? If you can speak your truth, then you learn such a lesson, and each other, that's the reward. That is the reward. Queen of Swords also means love, health, money. Accepting support from the woman that you love too. So accepting support, like you've been giving support and he hasn't been accepting it. So maybe, the fate is once you speak your truth, feminine, then he's going to accept it. Or once he speaks his truth, depending on the relationship, which one of you needs to do it. Both of you need to do it, in my opinion. And so it means honesty, being candid. See, the throat chakra, you guys. Both people need to speak. And witty. So keep it light and fun, even if you have to address serious stuff. But once you do this, I think everything's going to flow, which is beautiful. Okay. So, you know what? Let me start with, where's the divine feminine now? Okay. Ace of Pentacles reverse. So what Ace of Pentacles represents to me is a new offer, like a new opportunity. So it could be a new opportunity in love, but often with the Pentacle, it means a new opportunity in money. Okay? But she is ready for that new beginning, I feel. But it's reversed, so either that new beginning can't happen right now, or it could be that it's representing procrastination. So, she's ready for the new opportunity, or she's presenting a new opportunity to him, or she's waiting for a new opportunity with him. But it really could be that it's reversed because she's been procrastinating on what she knows she needs to do, which is interesting for me because I know I need to speak my truth to him and kind of stand my ground, set boundaries, sort of. But I've been procrastinating on it, which kind of keeps us stuck. It also could mean a loss of opportunity. So maybe you're in that stage of feeling like you had the opportunity, but it's been lost because this coronavirus thing, or because you haven't seen or heard much from him in a while. But it also could represent healthy independence too, you guys. And so you might just be in a really independent state right now. Um, but yeah, I feel like this is prosperity that's ripe and ready, but you're procrastinating on it. So flip this sucker upside down and offer your pentacle if that's what you want to do, or contemplate that new business opportunity. Maybe you're looking at that and that affects your love relationship. I just had a business opportunity come in, and I'd really like to talk to my divine masculine because it could require me moving. I don't want to move to another state if, he wants to start stuff here in LA. I don't know. But that gives you an idea, though. So either you're offering a pentacle or you're ready for that new beginning and you're just procrastinating on it, or you feel like you lost an opportunity. Okay. So how the divine feminine is relating to the divine masculine. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this king is completely stable. Again, this means to me loyalty. All right. And the patience. Let's see. So how she's relating to the divine masculine, she's definitely being patient. And stable and hardworking. I mean, it could be that she's speaking to him about work, all right? Or she's just basically being loyal and patient and stable and kind of relating to him, like showing him that she's waiting and she's taking her time and she's not worried too much about money. She's grounded. She's good at business, but it also means no risk. She's not a risk taker. So right now, she's not really taking risk. Why? Because she's procrastinating. But that's how she's relating to him. Okay. Okay. How the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. This is always a card of leaving the past behind. So what was here, he's setting out on a new journey. He's got his little family together, but the family is kind of sad. So it always sort of shows that there's been a loss or a painful past, and he's moving on. He's on a journey. Maybe he's traveling to a new state or leaving the past behind, or his karmic behind, or his ex-wife or wife behind, his painful past. He's leaving it behind. All those swords represent, he's got everything he needs with him, but he certainly has been through quite a few battles. But yeah, he's traveling. This is a traveling card, so he's traveling to you, is what I think here. And so this is how she sees him. So she sees that he's moving forward on his journey. Now, what does she want from him? What does the divine feminine want from divine masculine? This is one of my favorite cards because the visual is so poignant. She wants him to stop looking at the painful past and those cups that he spilt, that girl that treated him horrible, or boy, whatever it is to you. All those cups that spilt, the business that didn't work out, the pain he went through, the bribery, whatever it is, the fake pregnancy. It's like, how did I end up nurturing cups and filling cups that were bound to spill, that weren't even real? They had holes in them and they were leaking all the liquid, And he just keeps looking at it like, why, how, why? And he's not paying attention to the ones behind him, which are you. Full cups of love and abundance, business opportunities, they're right behind him. It's been there. So she wants him to turn around and pay attention to the cups that are here now. The cups that might be gone tomorrow if he doesn't turn around now. She wants him to turn around and look at those cups. And he's going to do it. I really feel he's going to do it. Okay. So what are the divine feminine's blocks to union? Okay, here's the two cards. We've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So the blocks to union have been that she feels like one of these people. She's in lack, she's desperate or homeless or jobless, or ignored, like he's been ghosting her and abandoned and all of this. So she's got to flip that upside down, okay? This card of hardship and lack and desperation, needs and poverty. You know, it's like the church that has all the wealth and spiritual abundance and everything within. They can just walk right in, but instead they're keeping themselves outside and in the snow. So the fact that it shows up reversed tells me she's got to get out of that energy. And so what it says is when you're having thoughts of like negative thoughts, like, oh, I'm just not that pretty. I'm not pretty enough. You got to flip that sucker upside down and say, you know what? I'm beautiful. I am beautiful just the way I am. People tell me I'm beautiful. I've got a great smile and great hair, and you know, I'm beautiful, and he knows I'm beautiful. Him ignoring me has nothing to do with my looks. When you think, oh, I'm just not good enough for him, I want you to reaffirm, no, I am good enough. I'm worthy. I'm valuable. You need to cut out the negative thoughts and turn those negative frowns upside down and stop and reinforce the positive, because it is nothing about you that is why this isn't working out, or it's been in separation, or he's ghosting you. That's nothing about you. So when you have a negative thought and they do come, that's what we're battling. We need to reinforce a positive, okay? So when you have that negative thought, I'm just not pretty enough, and you're thinking about that other girl you dated that was a model. No. I want you right then and there to go, nope, that's a lie. Is that true? Nope, it's not true. It's not true, so I'm not going to say it either in my head or aloud and reinforce it. I'm going to reinforce that I am beautiful. And I want you all to do that with every negative thought, okay? It's really important. I call it ending on a positive note, and I've done it ever since middle school, and it's kept me in my vibe high. And we attract what we need and what we want because of that. All right, and then the other block to union from the DF side is this imbalance. Well, first of all, this is basically giving, like generosity, gifts, sharing your kindness and your wealth and your spirituality and your knowledge with others. So you're sharing it with him, but he's not sharing it with you. So how is that a block? It's a block because things are imbalanced. You see that scale? It's a block because it should be balanced, but it's not. He's taking and you're giving. You're always there. So I don't want him to take advantage of you always being there. I don't want you to feel like you always have to prove your worth and give, and try. It might be time to say, you know what, hun, I always thought we were friends, but the way you're treating me is not a good friend. And here's how I feel, but if things don't shift, I've got to walk away from this. I love you unconditionally, but you're not treating me equally. You're not treating me like an equal, and you're not respecting me. And I still don't understand why. But it makes me feel empty, and I'm not going to feel empty. So I'm walking away from this. This is the last time I'm communicating. I'm always here for you if you're ready, but, you know, I don't really care to have you in my life if you're not going to be giving me. No, don't say that. But if you're not going to be, if we're not going to be in some sort of equal exchange and respectful relationship. So take it or leave it. But I really feel like this is your giving very generously to him, and he's not really given back yet. So we've got to rebalance this. The relationship has to be rebalanced, and sometimes you have to walk away to demand the respect you deserve. And that's the hardest thing for us twins to do, because we know it's right and we get scared that they're going to say, well, screw it. If she walked away from me, she doesn't really love me. Or, you know, he's going to think it's all over and it's not going to happen. But it also might motivate him, because right now he feels like you're always going to be there. You're always going to be given to him. And he doesn't really feel like he deserves it, you know? But don't feel like you have to prove yourself. That's your block. Don't feel like it's always going to be where he takes advantage of you, okay? You can set your boundaries and speak your truth and let them know that this isn't acceptable for a friendship or love relationship or business relationship. So you're not going to keep doing the round and round with him. You know, you wish him well, but if he's not going to be a good friend, you don't really care to have him in your life. And you know, maybe you want to add that, hey, I know you're better than this. You know, so I don't know where we got off on the wrong foot, but I trust the divine timing of it all. But, you know, things have to balance out if we're ever going to be friends. Now, the advice for union for the feminine, okay? 2 cards. Number 1, we always know, be strong. Get up in that divine masculine's beast of a face and open that sucker up. Be strong. If you reach out, be strong. Don't be too vulnerable or tiptoe around the topics. Like, you need to be direct and convicted, okay, if you're going to come forward at all. In this card, this is the 7 of Swords. To me, it's always the sneaky card. But what it's saying in the advice position, reversed, it's don't take any shortcuts. And, you know, it's sort of the card of like crime doesn't pay, you know, like don't take the shortcuts. So maybe you're trying to beat around the bush and it's just not working. You need to be more direct. But it's also like, don't be an imposter, like a fake. Don't be fake. Don't have a mask on and be like, oh, I want to talk about work. And he knows you love him. You know what I mean? So take your mask off. Don't be the imposter. And sometimes it means like feeling like a fraud. So reverse is saying in the advice position, don't feel like a fraud. You are worthy. You're worthy of this relationship. Okay? And you belong here. So no feelings of fraud, no putting on a mask or, you know, beating around the bush like you're trying to talk about something else. That nobody likes that. Okay? We can tell when you're not being genuine. So be genuine. But the other thing is, it's like being sneaky, and manipulative. So don't like try to make him jealous or whatever. Like, I just realized I like said in some comments or whatever, I was a little flirty, and I think some of these cards are warning, specifically this one, to not you know, look like I'm reaching out to other guys or whatever, or trying to play games, right? So that's going to backfire. Like, that's the advice, is don't go looking at these other guys and stuff and sneaking around or cheating or whatever if you guys are together. None of that. That's not going to work. That's going to backfire bad for you. Another thing with this card is come clean, okay? So maybe you did something manipulative in the past or sneaky in the past, and you need to come clean. Not everybody. You don't need to say, oh, I'm sorry I commented on that guy's post. No. But, you know, I just contacted one of mine's friends about work because he's not calling me, and probably that friend contacted him. And so maybe I need to say, hey, I contacted so-and-so about this project because I hadn't heard from you, just to be open and honest about it so he doesn't think that you're being sneaky. Yeah, come clean. Maybe you need to come clean with your feelings, right? Instead of talking about work all the time like me. Or come clean with something. I mean, there was something I said that he had said because I thought it before I even said it. It's a long story. But he might think that my post was manipulative. So I might need to address, you know, I said that because I was having these visions and it was stuck in my head and da-da-da. And it was just so weird when, like, you had said it, you know, whatever it is that you know what it is, that might seem a little sneaky, you need to straighten that out, okay, and come clean. Come clean, be strong, come clean with your feelings. And if you do that, here's what we have. First, Tower in reverse for the outcome. Second, the Wishes Coming True card, Success, Abundance, one of the most powerful cards in the deck, the 9 of Cups. And then, ooh, beautiful, beautiful. The Two of Cups, that's my best love card. Marriage. Okay, so first, because usually it goes like past, present, future, or, you know, in time. So first, we've got the reverse Tower. So the Tower is like external situations, like crumbling. So it could represent the coronavirus, so getting out of that, okay? Or it could represent, you know, he's had a big Tower moment, lost a job, something happened, and so it's like getting stable again from that Tower. But this also means this is external Tower. It could mean that this is he's going through an internal Tower, okay, like a spiritual upheaval, all right, which is what he really needs to go deep and kind of like just dig deep in his own feelings to figure out that yes, this is where he wants to be, and he has to like kind of feel the internal pain to be able to be motivated and inspired to take the action, right? So that's good. And this is just one of my favorite cards. So success, abundance, dreams coming into reality, wishes come true, and confidence, you know. You guys are going to have everything you want. That happy family, remember? That happy family, all that magic you're going to create, that true friendship and exchanging of gifts, and you're going to get your new love, okay, and your new money. But you got to stop procrastinating on all of these things. You've got to take action steps, okay, to move it forward. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. It just needs to get done to lead you to here, because this is fate. This is destiny. This is the outcome. You guys are going to get married. You're going to have true love, okay? And it's going to take this Tower, and it might be the Tower is you walking away and saying, I can't do this anymore. This is just not right to me. And then he goes, oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I've been a little busy. But yeah, I do want to see you, right? I do want to go out when we can. So whatever you've been urged to do, I would say do it, or get one of these really inexpensive readings with me. The price does not equal the value, okay? I've literally made people millions of dollars with one session. I channel straight from the divine, from your guides, okay, with my guides as well. I might have just a couple minutes here to take Doreen Virtues. This is the Rider-Waite deck, by the way, and this is Doreen Virtues, Romance Angels cards. And so I'm just shuffling real quick. I'm going to ask for, we're going to get 2 cards on, should the divine feminine or the divine masculine, whoever's listening to this reading, should they make the first move, okay, and take action and do whatever they've been thinking they want to do, or get creative and do something? Should they move forward towards this other person? We're going to get 2 cards for making the move, and then 2 cards for not making the move. Okay, I'm going to spread out my deck real quick. All right, and here's cards for making the move, and the outcome cards for making the move if they decide to make it. Okay, so this is just how I work, you guys. And this is why I don't like to pull cards. It takes a while. And 2 cards for, I'm just going to show you more of what I'm doing. For, it's hard to show you. For not making the move. What happens? And another card for the viewer not making the move and waiting for that person to come to them. Okay, so for making the move, here are the outcome cards. This could be the one. Yeah, you think? You've already met the romantic partner you seek and release your ex. Okay, so the time has come to clear your energy. So maybe the making the move will help him clear the energy, or help you clear the energy of Release your ex isn't always about an ex to me. It's often about the negative energy of the past. So it's not necessarily a person. It's like the round and round cycles of like feeling defeated and ignored or ghosted or whatever. So making the move could really help you release whatever. And it could be releasing him. He might be the ex, but that's going to lead to union. So making the move, maybe you're thinking, I'm just going to say, this just isn't working out for me. I really wish you well. Or, I've always seen us as friends, even after we broke up, or I've always seen us as friends, even though we took different paths, but you're not being a decent friend to me. So making a move could show him that, hey, this could be the one. And he already knows it, but it's going to help you release the ex. So maybe making the move is just going to help release that energy, which will balance those energies so that you can come together in union. And then doing nothing and letting them come to you. Oops. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Keep an open mind. So if you do nothing, just keep an open mind, because he can come, or you might be inspired to do something. So if you're not really feeling led, just keep an open mind and see what happens. Like, go with the flow. This is a very go with the flow to me. So, you might see something online that he tweets or Instagrams where it clarifies everything, or it inspires you to comment or say something. So go with the divine flow here. If you're not really feeling led to make a move. And these cards are kind of ambiguous, I think, because of the fact that we've got so many different people watching. Not making the move, we still want you to free yourself, though. So if you can take control back of your life and basically be that unicorn that jumps out of that fence. This fence, the unicorn thinks she's stuck, but she's not. She can jump right out over that fence and be on her merry way. So if you have the ability to jump out of there, then don't make a move, see what happens. Keep an open mind, see what happens. However, if you don't make the move, this could be saying that you could be stuck in that fence, okay, for more time, right? So not making the move, if you decide not to, I still want you to free yourself from the negative energies, from the negative thoughts, from the lack energy. You're not good enough, or none of that's true, All right, so let's just do one more card for each to clarify. Should the viewer be making a move towards this other person, towards the divine, masculine or feminine, depending on who's watching? Should we make the move in the next 2 weeks? Should we hold off and let them come to us? That one, okay. Make the move in the next 2 weeks, because it's your true love. It's your true love. I think that's a really, really positive card for making a move. But if you do make a move, don't expect true love to show up right away. He might take 2 months. It could be that making the move is to release this old energy and take things a step closer to further engagement with him and stuff, and it's bringing in this, but not right away. So I want you to, if you're going to make a move, I need you to release all expectations, okay? Hope for the best. Let your guides and angels know that you have the intention of him contacting you after this move, and this being a major power move where things work, but don't expect it. And if you decide to not make a move, still call him in the 5D. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So you can still call in your soulmate, do those meditations, talk to him in the 5D, because maybe your time to make your move is just right around the corner. All right. Thank you so much. Please like if you've received anything from this. Like, subscribe, share. Much love. Mwah.